we are at the squat because we are working on the hamstrings, we are working on, and we are working on the muscles in your tibia, shin work differently. The muscles in your thigh, your femur work differently. Femur muscles work differently. Shin muscles work differently. Your thigh muscles work differently. And your erector spine, your trunk muscles work differently. Your arm muscles work differently in this posture. So that's why I'm explaining about the sciatica attached to your shin muscles and your hamstrings, your thigh, your femur muscles, and then further into your muscles in your pelvic structure, muscles in your back structure. Very, very important. So today I think these explanations of these postures, I think it's worth spending some time on that. Then we went like this. How much to go inside? The doubt will come in here. So that's why I know all your doubts. I don't have to even bring, some person to show that. So a yoga guru means, a yogi means he knows every small doubt. Whatever you get, he will clarify. Understand? So you inhale and exhale. This height depends on your comfort. Simply inhale, exhale, and again inhale and free your trunk and free your arms. That's a way preparing your back. Sagittal flexion and principal sagittal plane flexion and extensor it is. It's very, very powerful. That's why I'm explaining it to you. The things to be kept in the mind when you do that posture. Now inhale and exhale and bring your arms down and go to the zero stable posture like this. And now take your left leg, Ajjayakrama right leg. And if you lift your knees up, it becomes upper plank simply. But first, zero resistance. Every posture of resistance begins in zero resistance only. So first, zero resistance. This posture again. It looks, actually I am moving like this, but it looks like my trunk is moving like this. My trunk is moving like this. That's how people started doing, So cat-camel means, like this. Like this. Because it looks like this. My trunk actually looks like this. But you should understand, it is a movement of your spine, your seat is divided into right portion, your left portion, right, left, this. I am moving like this. Standing, when I do it, lot of tension in hamstrings. Hamstrings should not have any tension. When I want to free this region, when I want to free L1, hamstring should not have any tension. That is the reason why we are going down into the big cat. Now, see, your hamstrings are free. See, your hamstrings are free. Now, once your hamstrings are free, now check right side, left side, right side. The same movement while standing I have done. The same movement you do, then you feel relaxation here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Transverse rotational direction, partial transverse rotational direction of the right side, left side, right side, alternately, right side, left side. So that your entire lower spine Lower spine means your sacrum and coccygeal fuse the structure, your tailbone, and gets strengthened. And it brings structural deformities, it will remove. Not only that whatever the imbalance of that causing upon your lumbar spine, it will remove. So it separates, it strengthens your lower spine, strengthens the lumbar spine, aligns the lumbar spine with the thoracic spine. Lumbosacrum joint, which is very crucial, it helps in strengthening because that part is weak, because our entire weight is taken by, why the weight is on falling on that? Because our psoas muscle is weak. Our psoas muscle is the principal muscle which separates lower trunk to the upper trunk. So when we are doing this asana, it is a way of strengthening the psoas. Every posture should aim directly, indirectly strengthening at the psoas. Psoas is an interior muscle that separates your body into two portions, lower portion and upper portion. So when you do this, again, your psoas is weak means you accumulate fat in the belly. Your psoas is strong means your lower abdominal area is very strong. Understand? It's all about psoas. It is to strengthen. So when we do this, left, right. So you are bringing lumbosacrum correction and strengthening the lower spine, strengthening especially back. Many of the people have a weak back, as I told you, because your psoas is weak. So now, this freeing and shoulders, this as I told you, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. It helps especially those problems, growing tall and keeping the blood circulation to the head freely, cranial nervous system freely, and to keep your respiratory and heart rate in control, your stress in control. That's the way we do it. And when we do C1, C2, many places we work. So C1, C2, for example, when we work like this, I am working on C1, C2. I watch my foot under the arm or around my right arm. C1, C2 is at work. So way to look at it. That's where C1, C2 is. And inhale, and now left side when I look at, other way around, C1, C2. So the way you position the neck, the object which you are glancing, the subject or the part which you are glancing, there's an angle here. So you're working on oblique muscles of the neck, you're working on oblique muscles of your transverse spine, erector spinae, transverse erector spinae muscles. You are working on your transverse muscles of the lumbar sacrum. That's why that is very, very effective posture. And free your shoulders, freeing your back, and keeping your arms into front, and going. As I told you, this is extensor. This pushing. How? It is pushing your seat up in the air like this and bringing your forehead down comfortably. How comfortably you feel is the question. So your shoulders should be free completely. Your shoulder deltoid should be free from trapezius. Trapezius should be free from obliques. Obliques of C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. So your neck is like a tortoise, it is pulled in. Tortoise neck, it can come out, it can go in. Like earthworm, look at the earthworm that makes the soil very fertile. Earthworms are the most primitive, the most nurturing, the planets of the species. Look at the earthworm It goes like this, expands, contracts, expands, contracts, expands. So much of flexibility in it. So whenever you are pulling your neck, this is exercise for the neck. What is preventing the neck movement? Your deltoid, your tightness in the trapezius, and there is obliques. So for you to free, first deltoid to be free, your scapula should be free, and your hand should be free. Your arms, your bicep, your tricep should be free. So when you position like this, when you position your elbows like this, and my bicep is here, and my tricep is here, bicep is here, and arm, abductors and adductors you chicken, no tension. Now my deltoid is completely free. So I can pull my trapezius inside like this, see this. So now my neck is free. My neck is free like this. My neck has free. Like a tortoise pulls its neck. Half dogs when you do. This is about the arms, neck, and about your seat is above the feet, and in extensor mode. So that you are strengthening your lumbosacrum together, and there is a lumbar spine involved, there is a lumbar and sacrum tailbone involved in it. So aligning them and strengthening them, because here we have aligned them and here we are strengthening them. Your thoracic, you are working mid-thoracic, entire spine of course you are working, but the load is on your back, and you are pushing it away, pushing it on the back, up. That is, your entire lumbosacrum is involved in it. And it should be positioned centrally. You should feel really comfortable. And where you can stay for a long period. This is called extensor. The trunk or hip extensor. And now we go from extensor into flexion. What is the flexion followed by flexion? Now you see, there is a change in the geometry of the trunk when you go into this is flexion. Your trunk, here you look at the shape of the back, shape of the seat. Now the lumbago goes down, lumbar region, now respecting it, going back like this. This is called flexion, which lowers your blood pressure and freeing your shoulders and freeing your neck. It gives total freedom. If you can keep your feet like this, okay, or you can angusta, you can keep your foot like this also, like this also you can keep. Or you can keep your feet, so like this, or like this, whichever is comfortable for you. And so many of you, the seat may not come onto the heel. Now for example like this, you can completely go back, you can sit on your back. But many of us, we may not. So we may not. Here the seat is resting between the groove. You can see that. But, for example, so your seat may not go down to many people, and because of huge seat or whatever it is, in that case, the next option could be like this. Like this. Watch my foot. So it can be like this. It is comforting for them, very comforting for them. And next, here seat is still lower, but not resting on the heel. And next one is this. And here. So suppose your seat is, your thighs are, you have strong thighs or fatty thighs, or your thigh cross section is very high. And then in that case, you can go only up to this, up to here. Fine, no problem. To the extent you can lower your seat, lower it. It gives complete comfort.